Yesterday we had quite the storm. Rain and wind, it was a lot. Barely got any sleep last night with how it sounded just banging against our house, and today it's quiet and sunny. Beautiful sunshine. Today I am not going to talk about a book or a topic surrounding books. I wanted to share with you something I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time, but just haven't got around to it. And that's my favorite video game of all time. If you came here for books, sorry, that's just not going to be this video, but I hope you get a cup of coffee and just hang out with me. And let's talk about Breath of the Wild and why it's my favorite video game of all time. I have played a lot of video games in my lifetime, especially as a kid growing up. GoldenEye, Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, and Super Mario, Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption, Sims, Fable 2, oh, and Animal Crossing, and Far Cry 3, and just so many more. I've played a lot of games, but nothing has captured me like Breath of the Wild. And the funny thing is, I have never played a Zelda game before. Yet, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, those sounds and the music live rent-free in my mind. They will forever be tied to my childhood. I have vivid memories of me sitting on my brother's bed and just watching him play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. My brother would always have the player's guide for every one of his games, and he'd have it splayed out on his TV tray, and he would just take his time, go through every detail, try to 100% it. Those memories I will look back on fondly and cherish forever. Fast forward to 2017. I am a floundering college kid, poor, not really knowing what I wanted to do with my life, and I believe it was the very day Breath of the Wild released, March 3rd. I'm in my animation class, sitting with my friend Richard. Of course, we're not paying attention, we're talking about video games, and I'm talking to him about Far Cry 5 and how I'm excited about that game. And then he proceeds to tell me about this new Zelda game that just came out. And mind you, he's got the Triforce tattooed on the outside of his hand. He's telling me it's like Far Cry and Skyrim. You can do whatever you want. It's open world. Go wherever you want. Climb anything. Fight all these monsters however you want. Of course, he went into a lot more detail than that. But after his pitch, I was sold. So I grabbed my bag and I left class. I left class pretty early. Pretty sure we had about an hour and a half left of class, but I didn't care. I wanted Zelda. I wanted to get that game. So I searched far and wide. I went to many stores, but they were sold out pretty much everywhere. Target, Walmart, and I think I ended up getting my copy at GameStop. So I ran home with my copy in hand and I plugged it into my Wii U. And right then and there, my world changed. Little did I know, I would be playing one of the greatest games of all time. The first thing I noticed about Breath of the Wild was you were not force-fed piles of exposition and told every little detail about the story and the history. You were just tossed in, just thrown in with little to no information. It's minimal, and it's the prime example of showing and not telling. And I'd even go as far as saying suggesting. The story and the world, it's all just shrouded in ambiguity. And even the music and the score is minimal. You know, you got the gentle piano here and there. And that's something you don't see in a lot of modern video games. Everything's kind of thrown at you and you're told everything rather than genuinely exploring and uncovering the little bits of lore and history. Sorry about the lighting, guys. It's keeps coming in. We got clouds and then we don't have clouds. I think we are getting another rainstorm tonight. As you explore the world, you uncover bits and pieces of the overarching story and how Hyrule came to be. And there isn't this structured linear narrative. It's very open-ended. Most open world games don't have any reason to be open world. Why would you veer off the main course to go build your own Minecraft village when you need to be saving your son? Or why would you go help this old lady when you need to do this time-sensitive quest? However, with Breath of the Wild, it has every reason to be open world. That is the whole point. The story felt very much like an organic hero training montage. You know, you got Link climbing mountains and pushing boulders, getting stronger and fighting monsters, getting new abilities and gaining allies, and uncovering this overarching mystery leading up to the main boss battle of Ganon. And just like the story, the mechanics are also minimal in how they're introduced to you. This isn't some convoluted, crunchy RPG with various tables and charts and subsystems. There's no grinding for XP. This game has simple systems. It has hearts, it has stamina, it's got physics, and just a very common sense approach. And like I said in the beginning, you're just kind of thrown in and you learn about all of these little systems organically and on your own through exploration and discovery. And it begins with, in my opinion, the greatest tutorial in any video game, the Great Plateau, which is a tutorial, yet not really a tutorial. It's blended in so naturally and cohesively that you don't even really notice it. And within this tutorial, you're learning and gaining new abilities and powers that you're going to use throughout your adventure. And then you also learn about all these other mechanics, such as the weather and temperature and the degradation of weapons. You use stamina in various ways to climb and swim and run. You can fight monsters however you want. You can shoot fire arrows or crush them with boulders or wait till they go to sleep and sneak attack them. You use torches and warmth and clothing to fight the frigid, cold biomes, or you can eat watermelons to stay cool while you're in the desert. If there is a thunderstorm and you are wearing metal or have metal weapons on you, you're going to attract lightning, and that's gonna damage you. You can chop trees for wood. You can mine rock for ore. You can hunt animals for food. And probably my most favorite mechanic in the game is the campfire and the cooking pot. I love when you are able to mix wood and flint to create a little campfire. It's cozy. It fights off the cold. All of the animals you hunted and the fruit and mushrooms you gathered are ingredients to recipes. And you can use that cooking pot to make meals, to mix and match whatever you want to create food and meals that will buff you up. There's something about a cooking pot in a game when developers take the time to create that kind of subsystem. I'm sold. I'm that much more immersed in your game and in the world. And all of these elements create one of the most immersive gaming experiences ever. The most important mechanic in this game, in Breath of the Wild, is freedom. When I open up a dictionary to the words discovery, exploration, and freedom, I would hope and assume that I would just see a picture of this game. right here. You see that mountain over there? You not only can go there, but you can climb it. You can climb anything. You're done with the tutorial and you leave the Great Plateau and you want to just go straight to the castle and fight Ganon? Yeah, you can do that. Do you want to comb through the world and search far and wide for the 900 Korok seeds? Or the 120 shrines? Yeah, you can do that. Everything in this game is built for freedom and genuine discovery and exploration. There are so many games that I feel aren't built for that, yet they're open world. The exploration just feels kind of there. There is no filler in this game. There's nothing random. The designers, the developers, intricately handcrafted this game and placed landmarks, puzzles, obstacles, anything that's there. It's for you to explore for yourself and uncover for yourself. Although there is a map in the game, it's not cluttered and covered with all of these little waypoints and markers. There isn't this long quest list that you just check off. Each obstacle or puzzle or shrine or tower is there for you to experiment with and use the tools that you have and solve it or overcome it in your own way. The whole world just feels like a giant puzzle for you to solve. As I'm walking, traveling about, I see this circle of rocks. Why is this missing one rock? What's going on here? Is that a falling star over there? Why are these blocks just randomly here? Why are they situated like this? I'm curious if I move them around, if something will happen. And as I'm playing this game, I'm trusting the developers more and more. And it's at that moment you realize everything has a purpose. There is nothing random. There is true freedom here, and the developers want me to explore. They encourage you to figure things out on your own. And that just makes a truly rewarding experience. Breath of the Wild isn't a game that is an algorithm. It's not procedurally generated. It's handcrafted. And it's a game for you to play and to solve. Breath of the Wild isn't this non-stop action thrill ride. It's not like Call of Duty where you're just spawning, dying, repeat, repeat, repeat. It's not this constant grind for XP like you get in Diablo and other games. It's a lonely game. It's you as Link in this empty, post-apocalyptic world. It's very much how I like my books. Slow-paced and filled with quiet moments. The wind blowing through the tall green grass, or dark clouds up above casting shadows on the distant hilltops, or the sound of the crackling campfire at night, or maybe the piano blending with the gentle breeze. This game makes me feel like a child again. It feels like that Saturday morning in my childhood. No homework. I wake up early and pick out my favorite cereal, Fruit Loops, turn on some Saturday morning cartoons and relax. And then I get a knock on the door. It's my friends. They want to go play basketball or go ride bikes. Life is good. That's what this game feels like. Breath of the Wild has everything I ever wanted in a video game. It wasn't trying to be too much and shove too much on my plate, nor was it incomplete. It was just right. It was perfect. It's one of the most memorable experiences I've ever had with a game. I only wish I could play it again for the first time. I hope you stuck around and had a cup of coffee with me, and I hope you enjoyed your time hearing me ramble about my favorite video game. Now the question is, What is your favorite video game? Let's talk about it.